Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Good morning, and if you missed it, we dropped a bonus episode yesterday afternoon which details some of the absolutely stunning revelations in Harry's new book, Spare. We'll continue to chip away at them in this episode as they are practically overwhelming. Let's start with Meghan telling William to get his finger out of her face. The Mirror recaps an anecdote when Meghan told Kate that she must have baby brain. The Mirror recounts the comment wasn't well received and the foursome later met in a bid to try and move past the incident. But this led to a row between Prince William and Meghan, according to Spare. Harry reportedly recounts how Kate was upset, but Meghan apologized and explained that this is how she speaks to her friends. But Harry said William pointed a finger at Meg, then allegedly blasted, "Well, it's rude, Meghan. These things are not done here." To which Meghan responded, "If you don't mind, keep your finger out of my face." Harry has accused Charles of branding Harry as a spare as early as the day Harry was born. Harry's account has Charles telling Diana, "Wonderful, now you've given me an heir and a spare. My work is done." According to The Guardian, Harry's resentment of being the spare is the unifying theme of his book, through chapters on his childhood, his schooling, his career as a royal and in the British Army, his relationship with his parents and brother, and his life with Meghan through courtship, wedding and marriage, to their own experience of parenthood. In one segment of Spare, seen by page 6, Harry writes, "Pa liked telling stories, and this was one of his best in his repertoire. He'd always end with a burst of philosophizing. Who knows if I'm really the Prince of Wales? Who knows if I'm even your real father?" He'd laugh and laugh, though it was a remarkably unfunny joke, given the rumour circulating just then that my actual father was one of Mummy's former lovers, Major James Hewitt. One cause of this rumour was Major Hewitt's flaming ginger hair, but another cause was sadism. People shared an excerpt from Harry's book Spare in which the story takes place in 2007 when 23-year-old Harry rode through the same tunnel where his mother died. Harry tells his driver he wants to go through the tunnel at 65 miles per hour, to be precise. The next paragraph reads, "The driver looked over at the passenger seat. Billy, the Rock, nodded gravely. 'Let's do it.' Billy added that if the driver ever revealed to another human that we'd asked him to do this, we'd find him and there would be hell to pay." The driver gave a solemn nod. Harry comes away thinking it's just a straight tunnel, writing, "I'd always imagined the tunnel as some treacherous passageway, inherently dangerous, but it was just a short, simple, no-frills tunnel. No reason anyone should ever die inside it." Palace Intrigue will be right back. A quick note from a new chapter in a different book, the paperback version of a different book, this one Tom Bower's Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors by Tom Bower. This story takes place during the Queen's final hours, when Harry and Meghan happen to be in the UK. Meghan suggested that she should accompany Harry as he travelled to see the Queen. According to Bower, Harry was told Meghan was not welcome. Bower quotes William as saying, "Unwilling to waste time," as William orders the jet which Harry had been due to take with other royals to leave without Harry. The book states, at Meghan's suggestion, Harry insisted that he would be accompanied by his wife, and that plan was broadcast to journalists at 1:53 p.m. Meghan's expectation was astonishing. For 4 years she had rejected the Queen's invitations to visit Balmoral, but in her last hours of life, Meghan eagerly sought to make the journey. Firmly, Harry was told that Meghan was not welcome. Unwilling to waste more time, William ordered the RAF jet to take off at 2:39 p.m. Harry was left to hire his own plane and make the journey alone. He landed in Scotland at 6:46 p.m., 14 minutes after the Queen's death had been announced to the public. She had died at 3:10 p.m. Normally that story would be worth 2 days of headlines, but given that it came out during this news cycle, it will be buried. But back to Spare, in which Harry says that watching some of Meghan's love scenes from Suits was a mistake. I'd witnessed her and a castmate mauling each other in some sort of office or conference room. I didn't need to see such things live. A new clip from the ITV interview was shared. Tom Bradby asked Harry, "Some people will say you've railed against invasions of your privacy all your life, and the accusations will be here. Are you invading the privacy of your nearest and dearest without permission? Now that will be the accusation." Harry says, "That would be the accusation from people that don't understand or don't want to believe that my family have been briefing the press." Journalist Phil Dampier tweeted, "If any journalist had broken any of the 20 or so splash stories Prince Harry has revealed in his book, he would have complained about invasion of privacy, yet he's done it to himself. Utter madness." Royal commentator Dickie Arbiter asked, "Newspapers would have paid top pounds, dollars, euros to serialize spare. Turns out the embargo was blown. The Guardian got a copy. Page 6 got excerpts, and Mail Online is translating from the Spanish version after it went on sale early. So who orchestrated the leak? We'll be back in the morning with the latest Palace Intrigue as news is coming fast and furious, and we'll have bonus episodes as warranted. There you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott, and these are really good times.
All right, here's the pitch. 5 stories, they're all good news. It's called 5 Good News Stories. No negative news, just good news. Nice, easy way to start your day. Hopefully a smile. Hi, I'm Johnny Mack, host of 5 Good News Stories. You get the premise? There's 5 stories, and they're all good news. It's the number 5 Good News Stories. 5 Good News Stories. Follow the show wherever you get your podcasts.